Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Flying Every NASCAR track on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just wanted to start out this video very briefly by just telling you all I have a Discord server now. The link is in the description. Come hang out. It's just, you're gonna get new video notifications. Just a general community. I want to build a nice community of people. So, that's all I really wanted to say. Just wanted to tell you guys that. Thank you guys. Enjoy the video. Alright everybody, welcome to Phoenix International Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. I think that's what it's called, Avondale? Avon something. Avon, Arizona. I don't know, but southwestern Phoenix, and dear fucking God, look at this track. It looks like the AI pretty much did all of this. We're gonna hop in drone mode here just to get a good look at everything. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now the controller wants to play nice. But look at this track, man. The AI did not do a good job. It's pretty much just satellite imagery. But this is some old satellite imagery. Look at this. Nationwide sprint. The whole freaking track, these buses are just RVs, they're just randomly auto-generated. It by far the worst track out of all of them. I really have nothing else to say. Yeah, if you move up in the drone mode, it looks passable, but not nearly as nice looking as Daytona or Las Vegas. Vegas looked nice. This is just sad. So, bro, there's a tree growing in the middle of the grandstands. Isn't that nice? What a beautiful, beautiful track. Not. So, that's unfortunately a bust, but the next track is gonna be Atlanta, so hopefully Atlanta looks better, but, yeah. Let's go over here where the freaking Clable Copter is. I do want to make a livery for this chopper. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. But look at this. Imagine racing on this. That would be pretty dope. Just go into turn one. Just absolutely destroy the suspension of your car. Phoenix Speedway on crack. Alright guys. We're gonna go move on to Atlanta now. Alright, here we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're here in drone mode. And this track is just sad, man. There's nothing else I can really say about it. Dude, it's the places for the haulers. Apparently the game thinks that's a parking lot, so it's auto-generated cars. You can sort of tell that says Atlanta on it. Kind of. Very low res. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just overall really disappointing. I get that. That's just what they were doing with Flight Simulator, but damn. This is just sad. This is just sad. What a depressing track. But man, if you go up, you're flying above the track, it looks passable. It's just, I don't know. I think Daytona and Las Vegas so far has been the best tracks we've looked at. Alright, well, time to go to the next place, I guess. Alright, here we are at finally a track that doesn't make me want to shoot myself from how bad it looks. It's Coda. Like, yeah, Kodo, like, it still looks like a bit, like, sus a little bit, like, but, come on, man, this place looks so much better than most of these tracks in game. Like, all the turns are here. Sadly, it does look like it thinks this part of the track here is grass, which is kind of funny. But you keep flying. Yeah, then it thinks this is concrete. So it's like really weird, the mapping is. But you just keep going all the way through the track. And like, yeah, I guess you're back at some weird grassy parts. And you just keep flying around. And like, man. I don't know, man. Coda looks actually pretty nice, but maybe that's just because it's a road course and it's far less noticeable than an oval that just looks awful. But yeah, like, obviously this is pre-NASCAR, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Coda looks really, I don't know, Coda just looks nice. I like it. I really do like it. It does definitely have some, like, sketchy parts to it. But, like, the whole facility just looks nice. Now, do I want to attempt to land a plane at Coda? Probably not. I really don't. I could probably manage to land one here, but I think landing a plane is going to be at Talladega, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, like, I don't know much about Coda to like really give my honest opinions about how it should look, because like we've only been racing here for a couple of years now, and I have no attachment to this track whatsoever. But the other weird thing is I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a lake. I just went underground. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a pond right here. And it's grass. So, yeah, but like, considering Austin is supposed to be like one of the photorealistic cities, I'm pretty sure, like, this is pretty nice. I like it a lot. Alright, on to the next track. Woo. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this one quick because Richmond is kind of disappointing. So, from the sky, like, Richmond looks, it looks fine, honestly. It looks great if from above here. But then you zoom in on the track and it just, it looks kind of sus. I will say, looks like Victory Lane is here. Let's go. An old NASCAR Winston Cup Series garage is over here, at the very least. But like as you get closer to the ground, like, you know, the whole grandstands look all kinds of bad. Like, what the fuck? It looks like the game just auto-generated rock formations instead of anything, and then like you fly along the track surface here and it gets really lumpy, and you just keep going, still keeps lumpy. Oh yeah, there's the Clable copter there. Woo. But seriously, like, yeah, and how you know that this is from an earlier era of Richmond is the fact that, well, Nationwide Series, that's the big telltale sign. Still is the Federated Auto Parts 400. Oh, and NASCAR Sprint Cup. So this is probably, well, I know that like this game, most of its topography is from 2014. So this obviously isn't like a hand-built landmark, which is unfortunate. Like, it's really sad that Daytona is like the only like really nice track. I hope that Talladega might be one, but I really have nothing else to say. Richmond is just kind of uninteresting. Looks like all the other tracks that just look like shit. So let's move on. Alright, welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway in, Bristol, Tennessee. As you can clearly see, the track is pretty... It's honestly really interesting. Like, it's just a flat texture, but obviously this satellite image of Bristol is from somewhat recently because, well, it's the dirt track, and obviously Bristol is never really a dirt track. It only really is once a year for the dirt race. But, so this is, dang it, I'm sorry. But like, look, it's like the Bristol dirt race, and this is probably, my guess would be this is like the truck race that they captured this. Could entirely be Cup, but like, look, there's cars on the track. It also could entirely be like a local racing, but like, look, the satellite imagery, like the parking lot is full on both sides, and there's haulers all in the middle, so I'm not sure if Bristol, when this was. Fellow artists, please let me know in the comments, because I bet you someone would be able to identify what this is. But yeah, nothing much else to really say about Bristol. Like, I just find it interesting that it's the dirt layout, and they clearly got it in the middle of a... They took this picture in the middle of a race, which is pretty nuts. So yeah, on to the next track, I guess. Alright, welcome to Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. Not really much to say about this track. It's just, you know, another one of those non-3D scan city tracks. So, and unfortunately, looks pretty bad. Like, look at this in turns. I believe this is, turns 3 and 4. Like, it's just not nice at all. It's kind of unfortunate. There's the press box, or some of these grandstands have houses on them. There's also some random houses in the middle of the hauler parking area. And it thinks that some of these grandstands are apartment buildings, it looks like. So, yeah. Nothing really much to say about Martinsville, unfortunately. But we do have Talladega coming up next. And even if that track looks bad, I'm going to attempt to land a plane in Talladega. Alright. Well, let's see. Alright, welcome to Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama. And I have many things to say. Okay, so it doesn't even recognize the AI doesn't recognize the grandstands as grandstands. It's just one continuously long building. Looks like kind of like a warehouse is what it thinks it is. And then, all throughout pit lane, there are houses. Just random houses. You can obviously see it thinks that the concrete at the bottom here is grass. Don't know where the hell this came from. But yeah, like, look, this is Dega, pretty much. It seems like it kind of sort of got it right. Probably not. But it just gets worse as you move on. Like, what the hell is this? I don't know if like the track was going under some construction at the time and they got that, or this is, I'm pretty sure this is like the tunnel that like a lot of the haulers drive into, and it just like completely just like deleted the backstretch. Just straight in the middle of it. And then also, do you guys like this random building in the middle of turn 4? Oh, what's what a disaster this track is. That's all I gotta say. It is a disaster. But I think it would be funny to attempt to land a Cessna right here on the backstretch. We'll attempt to land a Cessna anyways. Because I have a feeling we'll either run into whatever all this is right here, or we'll run into this building. Don't know why the hell this building's in the middle of the track, but God, these tracks just get worse and worse. I don't know how that's possible, but it is. And it is. Oh, what a shitpost. Alright, let's see how we do with landing a fucking plane. Alright, it's time to prepare for landing at Talladega. Let's see how this goes. So, I'm flying on a controller instead of my flight stick, so, this might end horribly. Like, actually might end horribly. Cause I don't know what my brake button is, I don't know what anything is. I'm also, oh geez, hello lag. I'm also like, Alright, we're gonna aim for here. And we're gonna see if we can land this bad boy. Probably not. Can I put flaps all the way down? How do I put my flaps down, you dumb game? Alright, well, this might end horribly wrong. We're coming in at approximately 150 knots. Oh God, here we go. Alright, we're down. Oh no. What? Throttle down, you dumb idiot. Alright. So this is supposed to be the backstretch, but yeah, in real life, this thing would have definitely exploded into a million pieces from hitting the ground so damn hard. Oh, Tokyo Drift! Tokyo Drift! Alright, that seriously shouldn't have been possible. But, hey look, we landed at Talladega in a Cessna 152. So I've learned that that's entirely possible. GG, I guess. Alright, welcome to Dover is it Dover International Speedway? I think it's Dover International Speedway, but Dover in, obviously, Dover, Delaware. And honestly, this track looks pretty freaking good, believe it or not. It's one of the first good tracks in a long time. But that's not shocking considering that Dover is a 3D scan city. But like, you look at all this and it's like pretty believable. Like, yeah. Like, man, even like the safer barriers are somewhat here. And it gets sketchier the closer you look at it, but like I haven't seen any like blatantly bad like, okay, wow, the track's a bit lumpy, but you know, we can buff that out. That'll buff. Don't worry. Lightning McQueen just resurfaced this track, so don't worry about it. But it looks really nice, actually, compared to the last few tracks we've been to. And keep going, and like, there's the main highway here and all that. And yeah, not really much to say about Dover other than it looks pretty fine. Like, out of all the tracks so far, Dover's definitely one that hasn't made me want to put a bullet into my head. So we're like, what, like 4 for 12 or something like that. So there's that, I guess. So on to the next track. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, here we are at my home track, actually, of Kansas Speedway. Well, it's the closest track to me. I shouldn't really say it's my home track, but it's the track closest to me that I can attend races at. But yeah, Kansas actually looks really nice, which partly to do with the fact that Kansas City is 3D scanned, so I'm pretty sure they got the track pretty good. Like, there's a bit of elevation problems. It'll buff, don't worry about it. But you just keep going, like, all the way around the track, and, like, it looks believable. Like, the grandstands with all the colored seats that spell Kansas Speedway, like, you can tell, that's all there. Pit road's pretty much all here, along with the scoring pylon. A lot of those billboards that surround the track. And honestly, I'm just impressed. Like, it's not bad. You can never really tell that this is still from the Sprint Cup era, but it's just, I don't know, not much I can really say about it other than I'm glad that the track's here. It's pretty good. Like, this is my home track, so I'm just very, very happy that this is here. Like, man, I can even, like, remember exactly, I came to my first race here in October 2020, which, as many of you might know, that was one of the worst NASCAR races, just of the 2010s. It was miserably cold and all of that. But I can even, like, remember exactly where I parked, like, over here. In this grass lot over here. This one specifically, because I can remember, I could see the concrete lot, and I actually when it became very, like, apparent that Joey Logano was gonna win, I about went outside and sat in my car and warmed up, because it was that cold. It was pretty miserable. But yeah, I'm just happy to see that Kansas is here in its semi-full glory. Like, man, even from above it looks nice. So yeah, not much I can really say other than Kansas is here, and I like it a lot. Alright, here we are at Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. Not much to write home about here. Like, it's kind of funny. They generated a random warehouse in the place of the grandstands. I also believe that these are, these are more grandstands, but the game has auto-generated it as a fucking parking lot. This track is honestly just a shitpost. Like, I also like how on pit road this random person has their house here. Jody, why is there so much damn noise outside? Like, there's just nothing to write home about here, unfortunately. I wish I could say more, but there just isn't anything to say. This track is just depressing. Very, very depressing. Like, yeah, from above, like, it does have its egg shape. So that's good. And, like, from up above, it looks alright. It's just, you get down there and it's just like, absolute shit. Absolute shit. So, yeah, there's that, I guess. Alright, here we are at North Wilkesboro Speedway, site of the NASCAR All-Star race this year. Woo. Not much to write home about here. I kind of expected this. Like, hold on, I'm trying to slow down the camera here. There we go. Yeah. So, I can't tell if this is pre or post restoration. I don't think it really matters. But I think what I find funny is the game just decided to spawn a fucking parking garage next to a couple dilapidated houses. And yeah, there just isn't really much to write home about here. Like, cool beans, it was the Speedway came back for the All-Star race, but yeah, honestly, I'm gonna cut it short because there's really nothing much to write home about here in North Wilkesboro. Alright, here we are for our final stop of the video, final track of the video, rather. Charlotte Motor Speedway in Charlotte, well, Concord. And it's a bit disappointing, to be perfectly honest with you. I can just tell that this isn't like 3D scanned. This is generated using street satellite imagery. So it's unfortunately not great. You can tell that the roll's here though, which is cool. Like, it might even be like the track's actually like configured for the roll, because like the chicane is there, and it looks like it's meant to be there. Like, I don't really know what to say about that, but yeah. So Charlotte is kind of a bust, unfortunately. I was hoping that it wouldn't be, but I was a bit worried with the fact that Charlotte Motor Speedway's in Concord and not Charlotte itself to be valuable for the 3D scan cities. But like, if you go upwards, like, you can see the track. It looks nice from like up above, but then you just get closer and it just becomes extremely fucky. And which is unfortunate. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm not gonna record a whole separate outro because I don't see a reason to. I'm already gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I realized that this is probably extremely boring. Just each track only taking about 2 minutes to go through. So, next video, for the next part, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to land a plane in every single track, and then we'll go into drone mode and fly around like this. Because, yeah, I just realized that with the drone mode, this has become really boring as compared to part 1, where we were flying around in the helicopter. That was kind of amusing, but just flying around with the drone cam is just kind of boring. It sucks. So, I hope next video, I can get more footage of just flying a plane and trying to land it. So, that's gonna be all from me, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. That's kind of cringe, I know, but I know YouTube promotes videos more if you say that in the end of the video. So yeah, see you guys later.